What's up, everyone? It's Jason here. Today, we're doing a little bit of recap on AMC. Also, how Wanda, one of AMC's biggest holders, also dumped almost the rest of their stock and right now only currently hold about 10,000 shares. How that is a little bit of FUD going on right now in this market because of that and what's going to happen next. If you could, make sure to smack the like button down below. Not only about the channel, but it also helps out the video and new people learn about AMC. And if you're not a sub, make sure to go down there, click on that sub button, smash that little bell notification, and let's get right into it. If you're wondering what I'm using here, I am using a Webull. There's a link down in the description right now. They do have a special going on. If you sign up, put $100 in with that link down below, you also get 2 free stocks right now worth up to $1,800. As of right now, you're also getting these tier 2 NASDAQ views. That way you can see sales going in and out of the market, be up to date before anybody else on AMC and other stocks. So make sure to click the link down below. Well, as you can see today, it wasn't the best day on AMC. I mean, we did end at negative 3.75%. At $12.08 in the red. But overall, honestly, it wasn't that bad of a day. We're going to go over why we've seen some of this dump in the market today. Also, some of the FUD that's been going around. Then again, we're always fighting these hedge funds no matter what. And this FUD also makes some of the newcomers that go into AMC and others that are kind of paper handing AMC right now. Again, I do think this will stop. We're going to go right back reverse, back up again in price value. You'll see some of those numbers and why I do think that's going to happen. You can also see these numbers already start reflecting on to the shorts and how AMC is starting to get shorted again more just today alone than it has in the past 3 or 4 days. But first, I'm going to go a little recap of AMC. This morning, we did start out going into the pre-market hours right about $12.71. But we did plummet down to about $12.34 and then shot right back up to $12.84 before tumbling most of the day. Again, we had a little bit of up periods here and there, but we tumbled pretty much most of the day after that $12.84 down to $12.08. Again, it's not that big of a difference. We did stay above $12, which is great. We'll go over what we had in the options that are in the green at $12. I was hoping we can get back to 13. But again, it's not the end of the world. And I'll show you why we came down today. And some of that FUD definitely hurt a little bit, but I don't think that FUD's going to hurt in the long run. In the aftermarket hours right now, with about 15 minutes left, it is 6:44 here, or actually right at 6:45 p.m. in Nashville right now. We're at $12.15, up 0.58%, which is about 7 cents. Going over options really quick, that way you guys can see what's in the green right now and what got into the green this week and what maybe will get bought into on Monday. So at $12, we had 23,548. At $11, we had 23,340. At $10, we had another 9,000, almost 10,000 right there. Another 8,000 at 10.5 as well. And you can see these others up here. But I was hoping we get down here at 13 at least. That we had this 29, almost 30,000 right there would be in the green. And at 12.5, that would have been another 13,638. Again, it's not the end of the world. This fight continues on. It's not going to stop. Obviously, we're not giving up. Right now, they're not going to give up, obviously, either. So this battle is going to continue on. So I want to go to the Ortex numbers really quick. We'll bring those up. The exchange reported short interest right now is at 87.55 million, previously at 93.89 million, which is a change of negative 6.75%. Estimated short interest percent of free float currently is at 14.89, previously at 18, which is another change of negative 17.28%. Percent free float on loan currently at 24.71. 7 days ago was at 29.87, which is another change of negative 17.27%. Shares on loan currently is at 124.46 million. 7 days ago was at 150.45 million, which is another negative 17.28%. Days to cover currently is at 1.28. 7 days ago was at 1.64, which is another negative change of negative 21.71%. Now, the 2-week day to cover loan right now is currently at 2.6 days to cover. Cost to borrow currently is at 10.75. 7 days ago was at 20.63, which is another change of negative 47.91%. And utilization currently is still at 96.68. 7 days ago was at 100, which is another change of negative 3.32%. Now, over the last few days, though, I do think we're going to see these numbers kind of start reversing back up. We're going through that next cycle where they're going to start, again, shorting, which they have today. I'll go over those numbers as well. They've started shorting and things like that a lot again, just today alone, as they see this price continue going back down. Now, this is pretty much what we've went through. They just lost over $1 billion, so now they're trying to short us on the way back down. That way they can make some of their money back. AMC's been through the same scenario. You guys have been here since January. this same scenario. It gets crazy shorted, goes down, and then we finally squeeze back up to say 13, 14 bucks, squeeze back down, back at the 13, 14 bucks, squeeze back down. And I'm saying this cycle is going to continue again. Now, this is what Ortex tweeted earlier. AMC short interest update. Increased borrowing in AMC so far today. We have seen 24 times as many shares borrowed as returned. That's big because over the last few days, we've seen a lot more shares returned than borrowed. This is 24 times a day as many as previous days. So short interest currently is at 15.42% of free float. So what that shows me is that we're going to probably see these numbers start ticking back up as we've seen this downturn, probably going into Monday and Tuesday next week. We're going to see these numbers, start to reflect these short shares being borrowed again. Now, heading over here, though, we did have a couple big print orders come through today. These are usually big commercial investors, big suit investors that are coming in investing into AMC for the long term. So 10 hours ago, we had a $7,686,691.56 order come through. And then 7 hours ago, we had another big print order for $2,340,690. This right here is good. Again, as long as we're seeing these big print orders coming in, we're seeing obviously that these bigger institutions see the prospect and how good AMC could be in the long term. So they're getting bigger investors coming in. Now, some of these FUD we've had here lately, I want to go over this FUD, man. Been a lot of FUD over the last couple of days, and especially today, there's a lot. And that's one reason why we think we started seeing this downturn. Now, the day before yesterday, we had Paulus Catherine, another insider trader, obviously sold some of her shares. She sold 14,495 shares at the $13.87 price tag. You can see it right here. Obviously, this right here shows those SEC forms. Now, also today, what happened today? Another big story came out about Wanda. And if you guys know Wanda, is was one of the biggest, obviously, holders. Was actually the biggest holder of AMC stock. They have sold off a little bit here and there since January. So again, the other day they dropped more shares of AMC, and that's one reason why we've seen this downturn in AMC. They did hold a lot of shares. They hold $426 million worth of shares. So Wanda has had a controlling stake in the exhibition giant since 2012. But January's Reddit-fueled rally saw the company trade its super voting Class B stock for Class A common shares, giving up control, but giving it the option to cash out. And obviously they did. We're going to go over that right now. Chinese conglomerate Wanda Group has sold off essentially its entire stake in AMC theaters, officially exiting the U.S. theatrical exhibition business. Wanda has had a controlling stake in the exhibition giant since 2012. But January's Reddit-fueled rally saw the company trade its super voting Class B stock for Class A common stock, giving up control, but giving the option to cash out. And cash out it did. On Friday, AMC disclosed that Wanda sold all but 10,000 shares in the past week, netting $426 million. It previously sold 3 tranches last month for $220 million. This is one reason why we've seen, obviously, the stock price come down. We had a bunch of big sales coming in from Wanda Group. In March, AMC CEO Adam Aron said that Wanda had been absolutely delightful since swapping its stock. Now AMC will be governed like most other publicly traded companies with a wide array of shareholders. This is the reason why I think this isn't a bad news, right? So having a big whale, pretty much, right? So, what a whale is somebody that holds a large, swath of stocks, or, if you want to go by cryptocurrencies, a big thing of that coin or whatever that is, right? So them selling off honestly isn't a bad thing. I don't think for AMC, now you have a bigger, swath of people are the bigger shareholders of AMC. I think that's better off that way. That way you don't see these big dumps in the market. Honestly, AMC, Wanda selling off AMC stock obviously made the price go down a little bit. But at the end of the day, to make it more stable, we got to worry about Wanda Group coming in and just, thrashing with the big, large sales. Indeed, its latest quarterly earnings call, Adam Aron embraced the Reddit investors. These individual investors likely own a majority of our shares. They own AMC. We work for them. I work for them. Aron said on the call of the more than 3 million individual investors that own AMC shares. By definition, their interest and passion are important to AMC. Their ambition and passions are important to me. So yeah, I think they're great. Again, I like Adam Aaron. I think he's a great, CEO. He's done great things to other businesses at with CEOs before, and I think he's going to do great things, continue to do great things for AMC. And with that, he introduced plans to donate money to the guerrilla charity that is popular among Reddit's Wall Street Bets community. Just go on Twitter, just go on Reddit, just go on YouTube. Voila, right here, right here. Read what these people write. They love AMC. Aaron said on the call, adding that you're going to see a lot more outreach to literally millions of investors in our company. And it's going to be quite public, which he has done, right? He's reached out publicly plenty of times now, which again, I think is a great thing. And I definitely think it's more of a welcome sign. It gets people, obviously hyped up on AMC. And it lets you know that obviously Adam Aaron does care about AMC and he wants to see AMC grow. But going over that again, I don't think, honestly, them selling out was that big of a deal. Again, it did obviously probably affect the price of AMC stock. There's a lot of shares getting sold there. But at the end of the day, you don't have just one big group owning a lot of the shares of AMC. And when that happens, you had those shares spread out more, among lots and lots of people. You ain't got to worry about one person dumping tons of shares and dumping the stock out. So honestly, I get this just right here was written everywhere. I know you guys seen it everywhere. I would not worry about it, honestly. Again, I had a lot of people message me about this today, going crazy about, Wanda selling off a lot of the shares. Again, Wanda wanted to get out of AMC anyway. We kind of knew this. They did swap from Class B to Class A shares. They also cashed out some back in like January and February. Don't worry about it, guys. I promise this is nothing but a little FUD in the market on that end. And you're going to see lots of news story probably over the weekend about this as well. Don't give in to the FUD, for the love of God. Now, going over the options market really quick as well. We've been talking about this. Obviously, the options in June are crazy. And this right here talks about some of those June options. Is the option market predicting a spike in AMC Entertainment stock? I think a lot of us are predicting that, especially in June, July area. Investors in AMC need to pay close attention to the stock based on the moves in the options market lately. That is because the June 4th, 2021 $28 call option had some of the highest implied volatility of all equity options today. And this is, other shares and other stocks as well. What is implied volatility? Implied volatility shows how much movement the market is expecting in the future. Options with high levels of implied volatility suggest investors in the underlying stock are expecting a big move in one direction or the other. And these are calls that are seeing this, thing, not puts. So that shows you they're seeing this upward trend. It could also mean there's an event coming up soon that may cause a big rally or big sell-off. However, implied volatility is only one piece of the puzzle when putting together an option trading strategy. We went over this before. Lots of times, a lot of people are expecting June, July, August area to be really, really good for AMC. And June month, somewhere around there, somewhere around in June, we should start seeing those preliminary numbers come in from earnings, kind of like we've seen, a few months back before the, quarter one earnings come in. And a lot of people are expecting AMC to have some good, decent earnings over what the analysts think are going to happen. Now, I honestly do as well. It's the reason why I say I want to see Q2 and Q3 earnings. I think those are going to be the best times for AMC going forward because, again, so a lot of those theaters are opened up. Seats are opened up to say 60, 75%, especially going into in the next few months. We're going to see lots of theater chains open up all the way, anywhere from 80 to 100%. You're going to see ticket sales and other things ramp up heavily. And I think that's going to help out AMC stock price. It's going to let bigger investors come in and invest in AMC. Some of these bigger commercial investors come in and invest in AMC, kind of like we've seen over this last like couple of weeks. I think you're going to continue to see that, especially as the price kind of right now I think starting to settle back down to somewhere between 12 to 11 buck area, and then obviously it's going to get shorted like crazy, and we're going to go right back up again. That's what I expect to happen. I think we're going to have a crazy wave pull of up and downs, up and downs, up and downs. And we're going to have to fight through them. And at any time, one of those ups could be the squeeze. All you got to do, man, is just buy in, hodl on. We got this, fam. Believe me, I'm here long run anyway, no matter what happens. I'm going to be AMC long term. I do like the company. I love going to the movies. And that's just the way I'm going to be. You could be different. That's up to you. If you guys like this video, make sure to smack the like button down below. Make sure you guys hit that sub button as well. Also, if you guys haven't joined our Discord channel, make sure you guys join the Discord below. There's an awesome group of people in Discord. Love to have you guys be in Discord, though. I'll see you guys in the next video, though. I'll see you star side. Peace out, Chad.